Annie and the Reindeer by Aiden Neville, illustrated by Carolina Shipstead, music by Claire Neville. In the tiny town of Ambleside, Christmas was about to arrive, and the Christmas cheer in the air was very much alive. Everyone was busy, rushing to get things ready. The snow was coming down fast, thick and heavy. A little girl called Annie was wandering along the street. Her shoes had holes, and you could see her feet. Her clothes were old and torn. They were all she had, they were ripped and worn. The cold winter's night was cruel to her skin. She was as pale as the snow and painfully thin. Annie was not like other girls. She had no home or perfect world. She had no mum or dad to take her home. She lived on the streets, and that was all she had known. Annie watched the people pass by. No one stopped to catch her eye. She liked the warm glow from the shop window lights. They kept her heart warm on those dark, cold nights. It was Christmas Eve and the clock struck late. As the cold winds started to blow, Annie had found some shelter out of the snow. The frost bit hard on her poor little face. She closed her eyes and dreamt away from this place. She felt something forcing her to open her eyes, and when she did, she had a massive surprise. A reindeer was standing there by her side, with a smile on his face that was warm and wide. The reindeer spoke and said, "Come with me over the mountains, the rivers and the sea. I will show you a world in all its glory, with more pictures of colour than any other story." Annie was shocked that the reindeer was talking. She wanted to see the world, but was tired from walking. The reindeer swept her up in a moment of surprise. She could not believe her very own eyes. She was on the back of a reindeer, racing into the night. She took a deep breath and she held on tight. Annie felt herself lifted up into the air, and when she opened her eyes, she could do nothing but stare. The reindeer was flying, and so was she. For the first time in her life, Annie felt free. Annie was not scared. She was a brave little girl. She was about to see all the treasures of the world. The reindeer spoke and said, "Hold on tight! Don't let go for the duration of the flight!" They passed the mountains surrounding Annie's town. They followed the rivers that wound up and down. The lights in the distance faded like a dream. They moved on further than Annie had ever been. They flew over Paris and saw the Eiffel Tower. The clock struck 1 past the midnight hour. They went on to London to see Big Ben. Annie hoped this night would never end. They flew over Egypt to see the pyramids of time, exploring the secrets of adventure and all they could find. They passed the Great Wall of China that just kept on going, like a river on the hilltops that just kept on flowing. over Peru and the lost city of old, with treasures much richer than the finest gold. Over the forests, over the farms, and all the way, the sun was rising on Christmas Day. They made their way back to Annie's little town, over the mountains and rivers that went up and down, up and down. Past the streets in which she crept, back to the spot in which she slept. The reindeer landed with a mighty thud and just about missed a huge puddle of mud. Annie thanked the reindeer for a wonderful time. The reindeer replied, "The pleasure was all mine. I will come back, I won't be far. All you have to do is wish upon that star. So now you see, there's no need to fear. You've got a friend in me. I'll always be near." And with that he went, back to the star from which he was sent. The horse and cart woke Annie that morning. With warmth in her heart, she couldn't stop yawning. She wondered if all the things she had seen were a part of this world or one glorious dream. How would she ever know? Then she looked down and saw the reindeer's footprints in the clear white snow. The end.